Hello and welcome to another episode of Kwesi's Corner with me, Kwesi. And to our Swedish fans, dra helvete. Especially my father-in-law. And today we're going to be talking about the TD-25, brought to you by the lovely guys at Roland. We've got this kit in here, and we're just going to run all over it briefly. A lot of you have seen videos already on how it goes. So we're just going to talk to you briefly about what we think it's like and how it is to us, and in layman's terms, how you'll find it as a drummer. So you're going to see it up next. Let me give you what Roland have to say about this briefly. With the TD-25K series, drummers can tap into high-end V-drums playability in a mid-level kit for home and studio, equipped with sound engine derived from the flagship TD-30. The TD-KV delivers audio-acclaimed expressiveness that makes the Roland's top-of-the-line V-drums the undisputed choice of pro players everywhere. So what they're trying to say is that this is a great mid-range kit for those of you who can practice at home, and for those of you advanced drummers who want to have the realism of a real kit, obviously without the drawbacks of what a real kit has to offer in an urban environment. You can jump on this fairly standard looking interface here and just start playing. I'm not a mega technical guy myself. Actually, that's a lie. You can turn on, the TD-30 and TD-50 and just start to play, but with this, it's even quicker. The interface is even quicker. The buttons are pretty straightforward. Everything is what it should be in terms of, just getting on there looking. If you can read, you're in a good place because it's pretty self-explanatory. It's very accessible, very easy to use, and you can just jump straight in, start practicing at your heart's content. Quite a few options when it comes to muffling and tuning your instruments or instrument. Pretty much straight out the box. Instead of having to go into a sub menu as I was with the TD-15, you have to go into a sub menu, then you go into another menu, and then you change the sounds. With this particular one, you can actually change the sound of your drum as you're playing it. There you go. Sounds nice enough. You can go to tuning of that particular instrument, and then pretty much straight away. And all of a sudden I'm down and dirty. So basically you can use those same functions to change anything on your kit as long as you're hitting that particular instrument, which for me is a huge thing, I think. A huge step by Roland into making everything just that much more accessible. Let's change crashes. 15 dark. Bang, let's make it 22. 21, 20-inch crash. Let's make this. I'm going to change the tuning for this slightly. I'm going to make this a 39-incher. So, there you go. I've got my custom kit near enough. Straight. Okay, so I was a bit biased towards the tightness there, but at the same time, you see where I'm coming from. You can literally change anything just like that. And to be honest, when you're messing around with a kit, that's kind of what you're looking for. So if you want to lay down a quick demo, for instance, you could. You know, this has got more than enough capabilities for you to be able to do that. There's a master input, there's MIDI out as well. You can plug that straight in, record near enough straight away. There's an audio input and phono jack, so you know, you're pretty much sorted in terms of connectability. But at the same time, you know, again, you're in a really good position here if you go for something like this, because you've got all the sound features and capabilities of a TD-30, but just scaled down in terms of its accessibility, made more accessible and much simpler. Let's see how this works. You got a click. Within the click, you can change the tempo. You can record yourself, hear yourself back. So basically it starts as soon as I start playing. And so you should have so all in all, a very fun kit to play. Rock, standard, electro. You can just choose at the twist of a knob. Obviously, if you want to go more in depth, you can go to that instrument tuning, muffling, level setting that we talked about earlier. Pretty fun. So you can really turn your kit into whatever you want to. The world is your oyster with this kind of kit, sound-wise. I know to all you hardcore drummers out there, this is not a real kit, but trust me, if you're living in a one-bed flat in the inner cities, no matter how much you're paying for your rent, you're still going to have issues with the neighbours unless your floor is made of 3 or 4 feet worth of concrete. So, you know, for those of you who don't want to, you know, stray away too far from realism, I can understand. I can understand. However, you know, if you want to practice and go over the motions, you know, get your 1s and 2s down, get your tempos down, this is a good option for you if you're at home and you're needing to practice without killing everyone around you.